Hello, this is Mark with Evolution of Warfare Special Edition 2001 scenario. Now, I stated at the end of my last video that I was just going to leave the cards set up for the sandbox, but I thought, well, if we're going to do the scenario, we need to do it right. So I went through and resorted all the cards and got everything set up the way it's supposed to be. We are ready to start. So I am very, very excited. And so again, just as a reminder, we're in October of, or the third year of the, the fall, October of 2000, the first year of the George W. Bush presidency. 9/11 has happened. He's gone before Congress, which yielded an absolutely stunning public approval of 70. We have already a bunch of legacy points and quite a bit of action points. We have 17 to spend on a lot of things. Pretty much we have one war going on in the world and a lot of terror stuff, obviously, here in Afghanistan. And we got some problems and issues in the Middle East. So the scenario starts out, and here is we'll go down here to the turn sequence so you can see it a little bit better. So this starts out in this third phase, any three actions. And so you are sure as shooting going to see us do three actions right off the bat, pretty much on the military side. So we go up here to the military and we take a look at what we can do. We can request rapid capabilities. We don't want to mess with Russia and China right now. We want to direct intel against two different terror groups. Move or deploy U.S. military forces for combat or intel operations. Perform raid or strike on terror group. And then arms sales, not really interested in that. No cyber attacks. I could go to war with somebody if I wanted. And then we're not interested in these, but we want action against the Taliban. And so we are dealing with primarily, I think we're going to focus, obviously the public wants us dealing with this issue right here in Central and South America. Whoops, sorry. And again, what the nice thing about Tabletop Simulator is you can zoom very, very easily in to dealing here. And so we have an unstable state, which is Afghanistan. We're at war. We have a bunch of terror groups. And so we're fighting this on two fronts. We're fighting the Taliban, obviously. And then we have these terror groups that we want to stop. Now, we have focused national intelligence here, and we have intel in the region. The other thing is we also have a carrier group we have two carriers in the Indian Ocean that we can utilize that can support this. And the question is, do I want to deploy more forces? Now, going back, historically, it was chosen to do light operations against the Taliban. We go over to the war and take a look here. We're fighting against a level 6. And so I'm thinking, as one of my actions, I want to send more unlike what we did, where they wanted to do it on the cheap. I don't know if you remember all this stuff back then. We want to go heavy. We have public opinion and world opinion. Let's see. I think if I go back, if I remember correctly, the world is as high as it's probably going to ever get. We're one away from the highest rating. Congress, we've got everybody behind us. The media is mostly behind us. We do have a homeland security threat as well. So I know we need to deal with that as well. So I'm thinking we're going to focus in 3 areas. Let's just go back over here to CONUS and take a look. We have a level 1 and a level 2 terror group. We have intel. We have a lot here. So I'm going to focus on the land war, the ground-to-air war that we have in Southeast Asia, or Central South Asia, the terrorist groups, and then the terrorist groups at CONUS. I think that's what the people want, and so we're going to do that. So the first action we're going to do is move or deploy U.S. military forces. They are needed during any activation segment, and I can do any 3 actions. So it's going to cost me 1 action point. So I can go down here. And that's going to take us down to 16. Select 1 U.S. air or ground unit or a total of 2 intel advisors and or special. You may not select in transit heavy army that was already moved this segment. You may select in a future segment. Between CONUS, a U.S. forces box in any region, and an allied box in any region. So we're going to have to put it in transit and then move it. So we have this heavy army unit that's going to be in transit, and we're just going to put it, out here in the Indian Ocean. Next turn it would go into Afghanistan. We want to really deal with it. So that's the first thing that we did. Now the second, we can't perform a raid. We can direct intel. So this is what we're going to do for our second action in Central South Asia. And then we'll move up to CONUS. All right, so this is how we do directing intel. We want to enable operations so that once we get them on this intel track, if you're not familiar with this game, then once we get them up to targeting, we can take them out or we can reduce them. We obviously want to deal with this number 3 level terror group here, and cost 1 action point. So we got to go down here again. We're down to 15. Again, we have a bunch of coin to spend, and it looks like we select 2 terror groups. So we're going to do the 3 and the 2, and then we go down and roll. Now, there are a couple of DRMs that are possible. If there's a U.S. Intel advisor, so we have a -2 on both of these rolls because we have focused intel and we have an intel advisor. So first roll, again, 1, -2, success. We get to go up here and take this number 3 bad boy, and we get to put him in gathering. Nice. Next, -2, success. Perfect. This is exactly how things are to go. So we're going to move this here in the unstable state here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and move that there and move that there just to kind of clean things up. So we are working hard to get this taken care of. So that's our second action. Again, we're going to do the same thing up here in CONUS. This is right after 9/11. This is President Bush's response, doing very well. So we have 2 terror groups here. We don't have focused intel, so we only have a -1 DRM. So the first group, the highest one, 8 -1 is going to be a failure, no effect on that first one. That's not good. And 9 -1, so not good. During any blue action segment, we could spend 2 additional action points, which is where we're at. We're in the blue. I think we're going to do that. The American people want action. So we're going to spend 2 more to do this one more time with -1 on the die roll for the Intel. First roll. 9. There we go. We have a success on the second one. So at least we got something out of this. The number 2 terror group is going to... Oops. Go over here and clean this up here. Give myself the ability to... All right. So that is our 3 actions. So we've done our military actions. We're doing good. We've got 2 terror groups on the track up here on Intel, and we're starting. We need to get this up here, get CONUS cleaned up. We're just going to have to do that with our actions. Oh, I didn't do these... I didn't do first improvement on... Where's my... I guess we have to do... Okay, never mind. I was going to do the... We're up at the highest public approval per turn, and I think we have to leave that for 9/11. Okay, very good. So now, go down here again. Oh, there's some crazy... Those are our scandals, man. We don't want to mess with those. Maybe I should have left those alone. Those aren't fun. All right. So now, okay, we go down here. We're going to draw 1 chit. Now here on the chit, so this is where this is not good stuff here. This is where if we get a plus on the chit, we have to draw 1 again. So, oh goodness. Yeah, oops. Oh yeah, it's over here. So we are, it's our current, we're gonna put that over there. We gotta draw 2 crisis cards. So this is, and then we gotta draw another chit. This is not good. All right, so 2 crisis cards, and we have to do these one at a time. So let's do this. I don't have anything in these linger effects, so I think I'm gonna, whoops. Well, we'll just use this space here. Okay, flip. Let's see what this is. Card 176, immediate. If the World Economic Downturn card is not face up near the map, place an... Oh, this is a good one. World economy's booming. Place an economy improving counter on all 4 state of economy tracks. Okay. Oh, this is good. So this, we started off in a very, very good crisis card. So this is good. So we got to put this card near the board. We'll put that right there. Move this one down. So it says we have to place an economy improving counter on all 4 state of the economy. So basically that's going to take off this worsening economy from us here. And we're going to flip that and put that there. That's economy improving, and economy improving. Okay. Then the card says Whoops. -1 regional in 3 regions with the highest regional crisis levels. Let's see. So we have 2, 1, 2. Looks like, I don't know if I have any 3s. No. So it looks like this is nice. This diffuses some problems. So it's going to be in 3 regions that are 2s. So let's start over here, obviously. Central South Asia, Middle East, and let's see, Africa or Central America. This one's close to home. We'll do. All right, so that is our first card. And we got to do our second card now. This is not going to be good. Oh, Camp David Summit. Oh, okay. Choose to invite either leaders of Congress or leaders of one region to Camp David to work on building better relationships and solving problems. I have likable. That's good. I'm not respected by Congress. See, regional allies, best friend, I don't. So either group. So I do get a -1 on this. So I got to choose if I want to do Congress. So my relationships, to relations with Congress. Let's check that. I think I'm doing really well in my relations with Congress. Yeah, that's maxed out. So we don't need to mess with Congress. We do, however, so this is going to affect, let's go back here. We do get to, if we do well, we get a trending pro-U.S. counter to the region. That's on the alignment track. I think that's right. +1, trending pro-U.S. Okay, yeah. So we get to add one to the region itself. Now we could move up on the Eurozone. Eastern Europe is kind of bad though. Central South Asia is, let's see, we don't need to do Asia Pacific. I mean, we could move that. We could move that up to a 7. Central South Asia could improve. This Middle East is bad. I think we should try a summit in the Middle East because it's got this trending down. Yeah. That would get rid of this marker if we do well. So we have a -1. Let's go back over here. We have a -1 because we have a likable. It's this likable attribute. Go down here, and we are going to (6 - 1 is 5). Oh, minor gains, no improvements to either. So nothing happened on that one. So that's okay. But we've, let's see, where's our discard pile? I guess we can put a discard pile over down here. Okay. And we're going to rename this discard. Okay. So that's the first chit that we did. And now we have to draw, got to draw one more here. Crisis chit. Draw 2 crisis cards. Another plus. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. That'd be nice if they had a place to draw. Well, I guess I could just put them down here, hey? Because if I do get cascading effects, I have to use those. But it would be nice if there was something on the mat for it. All right, so let's go down here and oh, I'm so nervous on this. Okay, drought in Africa creates famine. Now this is going to be a cascading event, meaning that it goes basically where I pulled those cards from. So, oof, this is going to affect Africa. +2 regional. Oh crap. Oh, jeez. Okay. Make a status of economy check in Eurozone. Okay, so let's deal with, because we have to do a major crisis. All right, so let's go up to Europe and take care of that. +1 regional crisis in the Eurozone, and then I think I have to roll and get a 5 or less, I think, on the state of the economy, for which we did. So no, if we had failed, we would have had to put a worsening. Basically, we would have taken that improving economy thing off, but we did well on that. Now we have to deal with this. So before I can deal with this other card, I have to now do a major crisis in Africa and go up to the WD1 book. All right. So now we go up here. And major crisis, WD1. Okay, regional major crisis. Okay, if a major regional crisis breaks out, -2 on the public approval. So let's go down and do that. So that's our first hit. Maybe I should have. So that takes us down to 66%. Then we roll a. Then we're going to roll a D10 and consult this chart. But we do have regional modifiers, so let's go over here and check out what we have. Okay, 6, 7, or 8. It's not 6, 7, or 8. It is regional stability 3 or 4. It's a +1. Okay. There is not a very close ally in the region. So we have +1 already. Is there a +1 non-ceasefire civil war? There is. So that's +2. And there's not one other war. And then is there a rogue state here? No, there is not. So +2 on the dice. So we could have, oh gosh, this is not going to be good. All right. A 9. Decrease regional stability 1 box. If there is a U.S. ally in the region, no. Place a trending anti-U.S. counter in the region. Possible refugee crisis. So we lower regional stability. Trending anti-U.S. So we've got it on regional alignment. We have to come over here and put this on Africa. So we got our work cut out for us. That's on the regional alignment. And then possible refugee crisis. Note, if the region's a Eurozone, there is no refugee crisis. If the region is Eastern Europe, Africa, it is. Make a stability check for the Eurozone. So this is a stability check. So the Eurozone is, the nice thing is that it's at a, so 6 or less. So we made a 3. We passed. +1 to the Eurozone regional. Okay. Eurozone regional crisis goes to 3. That's so I got to work on that because I need to get that away from a major crisis because that's what we'd have to do on this again. Okay, so that's that one. So that's what we had to deal with before we dealt with this other card. So now this is a cascading effect, meaning this we can come back and revisit this again. So this goes to the 2 decks. So next time we do if regional yeah, there we go. So this can go on and on. This can continue. Now we can go back over here and deal with our second card that we pulled from. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do this. I'll put them over here. All right, flip. Make a presidential prestige check. Make fun of yourself for the C. So this is a definite Bushism here. We got to roll a 6 or less. A 3. Pass. Make fun of yourself for the error. Charm and wit, which Bush had, +1 public approval. So we gained 1 back from the crisis in Africa. Not a bad deal. So we're going to discard this. We're going to put this card over here in the discard pile. All right. Goodness gracious. All right, now. So now we have to draw 2 more crisis chit cards, or draw because we have a plus, draw again. All right. We're going to shuffle. Okay. 1 card from the crisis deck. This is just a great game. All right, let's see. Are we ready? Flip. Former president endorses you in your domestic agenda. This is good stuff. Goodness gracious me. All right, if we do well, I can do a domestic action, which would be great. So Bill Clinton. Oh, we got to do a bunch of stuff. All right, so let's see. In your domestic agenda. Okay, so place 1 new bill of your choice from the unused bills box into the 0 space. So now we're going to get up here, and I think what we need to do is here it is. Homeland Security bill. I think it says place that in the 0 space of the pending bills track. Pending bills, yeah. Yeah, we want to get this one through. All right. His old friend becomes yours. Draw and place a new friend in Congress. All right, so we'll go over here. These are friends. There's another moderate now. So that's good. That'll help. All right. And then roll a d10. This is a great game. Till it starts. I haven't had any bad stuff yet. A 1. Receive 3 action points. That's good. That replenishes 1, 2, 3. We're back to 16. We're almost back to what we had at the beginning of the game. All right. That then finishes this turn up with that 1 card. So that's not bad. That could have been every one of those. 2, 4, 5 cards could have been just disaster, right? Let's put that over the discard pile. So we have one crisis. We have one lingering. Whoops, sorry about that. One lingering event. Now we go to our next phase, which is Ally Rogue Group X, and then POTUS Cabinet Focus. So let's go up here. Actually, you know, I should be doing this. Yeah, I should be. I should have been. I should have forwarded this to the Act Word 3. Oh. Any 3 actions, and then, yeah, oh, here we go. Okay, Ally Group, Rogue Group X. Randomly draw one of the remaining allied chits to determine which group of allies or rogue state activates. Okay, so we go back down here, and that's going to be this. Shuffle. And that's going to be Ally Rogue Group B. So we go up here, and we now do this. So we look for Group A. Ooh. Group B, UK, Japan, North Korea. These allies act only in their region except for the UK, which can affect the Eurozone or Eastern Europe. Activate UK. Note we're very close, so we get 2 joint actions. Perform a number of joint actions. So we got to do 2. So we do have a terror group in here, but the problem is we have this regional crisis that get the Eurozone centered here so that we can see. So we do have this terror group, but we are very close to a major crisis in the Eurozone, which we need to help. So I think we have 2 actions. I think we need to stabilize the region by increase stability by 1. No, not stability. Regional crisis level. Let's see. Intel, de-escalate. Regional crisis level. That's it. So unless we roll a 9, we would. So we have 2 opportunities. I think we need to do that in both cases to back this off. So we roll. So our 2 actions, we're going to do 2 rolls, and hopefully not get a 9 on either one. We got a 9. And we got a 2. So we did back it off a little bit. Okay, we've done our 2 actions. Flip over all tension counters. There are none. Make a D10 unilateral action roll. 7. Remove one Russia influence from Eurozone or Eastern Europe. Okay, good. We removed a Russian influence from Europe. Okay, we go back. Unilateral action roll, apply results, then remove all of the UK's flip tension counters and replace with half the number. So that's the UK. Very good. We've stabilized that situation. Now we need to go down to Asia Pacific and deal with Japan here. Activate using the same procedures. Okay. So here we want to do the locate. We want to do the terror intel. Locate any terror group. Choose, then place the group. Right. Okay. So we get. We are very close with Japan, so we get two joint actions. And we're gonna basically put both of those guys on the intel track. All right. Now we do Japan unilateral action. Okay. That's going to be a 9. Join U.S. sanctions. Okay. Replace one unilateral with a multilateral counter. Well, there we go. Unilateral. It's the DPRK, North Korea. All right. And then, are there any tensions on Japan? No, there are not. Okay, now we got to activate North Korea. Flip over any tension counters and sanction counters and sum their values. And we do have that here. So we're going to flip that over. -1 and a +1, so they cancel each other out. Roll a d10 and refer to North Korea's action chart. So we roll a d10. We roll an 8. No modifier. We roll an 8. Cyber. There are no cyber attacks. Darn it. 6 plus. Okay, what? Oh, there is no cyber attack. So I don't know if I re-roll or I guess I just ignore what's going on. I think I just have to ignore what's going on. Let me take a look at the scenario rules because it had something very specific about. Whoops. Let me delete this. No cyber attacks. Do not re-roll if cyber attacks result in ally rogue. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Let's go back over here. Okay, let's go back. Remove all tension counters and replace. So we've got to basically okay. good here. All right. So that is going to be ally and rogue state. Fascinating game. Really do enjoy the game. All right, let's go back down here to the... Next is going to be POTUS cabinet focus. So let's go up here to the... chart book. Oh, there we go. Okay. Refer to the POTUS cabinet section on the game board. Beginning with POTUS cabinet focus priority 6, continuing to 5 and so on until you complete one. Roll a d6 for each focus priority. Exception, do not roll for any focus priority that has a tensions counter next to it, which we don't. If the result falls within the range, then it's a success. Okay. So now we go down here to here we go. Oh, I had not done this yet. At the start of each turn, set your domestic focus for the turn by placing the 6 markers. Okay. Homeland Security obviously is 1. Oh, it puts the success on here right there. Okay. 2 is going to be the domestic crisis. 3 is going to be the economy. 4, cabinet effectiveness. Okay, there we go. So now we need to get a dice for workshop. Oh, actually, objects. Whoops. Sorry about this. I forgot I needed a d6. Well, let's go down to dice, plastic, and we'll get a blue d6. So we'll actually place this right here. All right, so starting with, let's go back up here. Starting with priority 6, if we roll a 1, no. Number 5, a success on a 1 or 2, no. 4 is success on a 1 or 3, no. 3 is success on a 1 or 3. We did get a success. So that's going to be on cabinet. Oops, I guess I should put these over here. On the economy, place improving economy on the state. Oh, okay, good. On our economy thing. That's down here. Gotta go all the way over here and get a economy improving. Right? Improving economy. That is correct. Okay, so that's 6 or 5, 4, 3. Number 2 is a success on a 1 to 4. And that's a 3. That's going to be domestic crisis. -1 to domestic crisis. Oh, very good. And then 1 is going to be a success on a 1 to 5. Homeland Security. That's a 2, and that's a success. So, decrease a terror group in the U.S. by level 1. Yeah. So that's... There we go. That's nice. That helps out with that business. All right, so that is the POTUS cabinet focus. -1 on media relations on the next turn. So that's just the natural degradation of media. So that's good there. 2 domestic actions. So we go up here, and domestic is going to be I'm trying to remember which. Okay. Domestic master actions. We can attempt to stimulate the economy. We can improve. We can move the economy better. 2, we can address a domestic crisis. Although we're doing fairly good on this, I guess we should go over here and look at these. So the economy is... Oh. That goes there. That could be... How many actions do I get? I get 2 domestic actions. Yeah. Congress, I don't need to work on improving relations with Congress. Party fundraising, my party relations are good. Track terror target, gain intel. That would be, I think we need to do one of those. So 1 action. 1 action point. I guess domestic action. Okay, that's one of my actions then. Choose a terror group and make a Homeland Security track. That's going to be we're at a 4 or less. A 9. We failed. No effect on that. I think we need to... we have no tension counters. Our bipartisanship level. I think we need to deal with the terror stuff. I sincerely do. So the second action, a 4, and our rating. Whoops. Our rating is a 4 or less. We did. We were able to get this other terror group up here on Intel track. All right. Now we go back to 1 chit. Guess we could put that there. And this is a domestic crisis. That's going to be, I guess, up here on the domestic charts. Let's take a look here. Domestic crisis. Ah, yeah, page 10. 6, 8. Whenever you draw the domestic crisis chit for the cup, do the following. Place one tension counter on a POTUS cabinet focus priority in 6-1 order. Okay, so we need to get a tension. So public relations, okay? And then roll a d10 and see what happens here. A 6, growth of domestic terror infrastructure and planning. Oh no. Place a level 1 terror group in CONUS. Not good. We just got these guys up on the track. Okay, then there are already 3 already, so they're not. Place a tensions counter on the Homeland Security. So we got to do that. Homeland Security. Okay. If it already has it, it does not. Okay, so that is the domestic crisis. But we only do that one. All right, next. Focused national intelligence. Here we go. The focused national intelligence counters represent the settings of priorities for national intelligence resources and capabilities. We don't have the NSC staff. Okay. Roll on the table for each region that has an FNI counter. Okay. And we have both of them out. Let's go back here. And I think those are in the Middle East and, and Central South Asia. So we'll do Middle East first. Roll 4. DRM. If strategic recon is higher than both Russia and China, it is. Ignore cyber. They're okay. They don't get any. So we get a -1. We rolled a 4. It'd be a 3. Move a level 3, 2, 1 to the locating box. Then move a different to the gathering intel box. Okay, this is Middle East. Again, 4. Okay, move a to the locating box. Okay. And then a to the gathering box. Okay, so that's good. Get the terror groups up on these tracks where we could go after them. Then it says we must then, if effects on war, which we're not at war there. There's a civil war in the region. Oh, if there's a civil war in the region, which there is, you may choose to share intel with the UN in order to get them to intervene. Make an immediate broker chart WM4 -2. Okay, we were going to do that. Broker peace talks. So WM4. Civil Wars. It's going to be on page 15. Here we go. We get a modifier, a -2 modifier. Roll a d10. Oh, a 9. -2 is 7. No further effect. Okay. Oh, the if there. Okay, yeah. So that did not help. All right. So now we go over here to Central and South Asia. And we roll with a -1 for Central and South Asia. Ooh, 3. That gives us down to a 2. Effects on terrorism. So that's going to move us basically to target. Ooh, nice. Can move that guy to the targeting box. I mean, we can work on taking him out. Are there any remaining terror groups? Move a to the gathering. That goes there. Oh wait, I had a terror 3 group. There we go. Okay. Pre-war intel. If you go to war with one of your military actions, we're not doing that. If U.S. or ally is currently involved in a war in the region, which we are, add 2 strength to your side in the war. So, okay, we go down here. I think we flip that. It's the only way I know of to track that. War 1. Okay, or if there's a civil war in the region, which there is not. Okay. Yeah, we want to put as much pressure to bear on the Taliban. Very good. All right. So that's the directed focus national intelligence. And then 1 action for POTUS and each cabinet member. Okay, presidential actions. All right, here. Don't think we need to do presence. On the pending bills we have, we might do the bully pulpit, diplomatic, a goodwill. Oh. There was something about the goodwill counter that I needed to. I had 2 of those, and I think they go to a different. They go down here, I think. UN goodwill earned. Yeah, there we go. Oh, for goodness sake. I think that helps us in the UN segment. Trending pro-US counter in region. Middle East. Gosh. Middle East and Africa, we're not in good shape. But we will look, we might do diplomatic. Presidential trip, which could increase regional alignment. Invite ally leader to improve relations or ask for. So I think what I'm going to do is diplomatic. UN speech. Yeah, I want to trend. I want to place a trend. Yeah, we want to do that. That's going to be my action. We're going to do UN speech to create goodwill. And we don't have the order attribute. 8, no effect. Okay, so that was my presidential master action. The vice president can do... Oh, I guess I should go back here. Oh, I could do... Oh, well, okay. All right. Okay, oh, they can do an additional action if they have a +1 action, which they do. So as president, I could do something if I want to spend 2. I think I will spend 2 and do some military stuff. So knock that down to 2. We are definitely going to... We want to get some... We have targeting a 3 terror group here in Central South Asia that we want to target. Get this stuff done. Perform raid. Choose between the following: performing special ops, airstrike drone table. I think we'll do that. 2 drone strikes. That's going to be in the WM2. Okay, I think that's over here. WM2, yeah, soft raid and air drone. Here we go. All right, let's roll. Oh, we got a 9. We do have a U.S. intel counter in the region. That's 8. 7. -1, 6. Is there a... There's an Air Force... So a 6. Strike is effective, but cause civilian casualties. Decrease terror group by 1 level. Okay. All right, by 1 level. -1 public approval. Oh, it was a drone strike, yeah. So we lose 1 public approval because of civilian casualties. It's okay. Now we do our second roll. 4 minus 1, 2, 3. That's a 1 or less surgical strike. Decrease it by actually we were over here. Decrease it by and then move it to the gathering box, okay? Plus 1. Oh, it was a level. Yeah, it was a level 2. Okay, there we go. Those are our 2 strikes. That's the president. The vice president. Vice president. We're going to keep working on this. Oh, okay. The vice president cannot do military actions, so. All right. I think we'll let the vice president do domestic and the secretary of state do diplomatic. Address a domestic crisis. Here we go. Cost 1 action. Make a cabinet effectiveness check. Domestic 18. Domestic book. D18. $17. Oh. Domestic crisis, D9. Domestic crisis, which we have a domestic crisis. Let me go back up here. Sorry, I'm not exactly sure what I do on this one. I'm guessing domestic crisis. Oh, that's over here. Okay, no, I don't need to do domestic crisis. I was thinking I could get rid of one of these tensions here on the cat. Okay, never mind. I see what I'm doing wrong. All right, we can improve relations. We don't need to do that. Address a lingering domestic issue. There we go. Cabinet effectiveness check. That's what I was trying to figure out. D18. Which was back over here. Oh, during the game, you'll be often instructed to make a check. one of the tracks equal to or less the current rating on the track you are testing, you have passed the check. Okay. Okay. I see. Okay. So we'd have to do a 2 or less with a +1 modifier. And she gets a 1 modifier for her. Let's see what else we can do on domestic. Oh, track terror in Congress and CONUS. There we go. Make a Homeland Security. Oh, that's going to be a 4 or less plus 4 or less +1 for her. A 2. We've made it. Yeah. Pass, move it to the right. Okay, we want to get that guy up there. Very good. Then she gets a +1 action. We're going to do it again. A 0. I forgot in this game if a 0 counts as a 10 or a 0. I can't remember. I cannot remember.